Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into chapter 62 of I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. This book is actually really good from what I've read so far. Getting to know her on a deeper personal level than what we already knew her. It's absolutely amazing, so let's keep on reading. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 62. I'm walking around Whole Foods, buying groceries for the week. I'm coughing up the big bucks for my produce and frozen meals because I'm hopeful that if I spend an obscene amount for a bag's worth of food, I will be less likely to throw it up. By this point, I'm starting to realize that bulimia is not sustainable for me. My throat bleeds daily, my teeth feel softer, my cheeks look puffier, my stomach struggles to digest food, and I've gotten a handful of cravings since this started. I think I want to change, but so far, willpower has gotten me nowhere. Every morning I tell myself I'm not going to throw up today, and every morning by 10 a.m. I already have. Since willpower clearly hasn't worked, this Whole Foods thing is trying a different strategy. I pull a frozen meatloaf meal from the shelf and inspect the nutrition label for calories and fat. 440 calories, 15 grams of fat. No way, I put that shit back. Another one of my brand new strategies is lowering my calorie intake like I did when I was a kid. I figured that if my calories low, maybe the urge to throw up will go away and I'll be able to keep my food down. At least this is what I tell myself on the surface, but deep down I know the truth. The truth is that I wish I had anorexia, not bulimia. I'm pining for anorexia. I've grown humiliated by bulimia, which I used to think of as the best of both worlds. Eat what you want, throw it all up, stay thin, but now it doesn't feel like the best of both worlds. It feels terrible. I'm filled with so much shame and anxiety every time I eat. I literally don't know what to do to make myself feel better except throw up. And after I'm done, I have to. Half of me feels depleted, exhausted, like there's nothing left, which is helpful. The other half of me has a splitting headache, a sore throat, vomit sliding down my arm, and a tangled in my hair, and even more shame on top of the initial shame, since now I've only eaten but thrown up too. Bulimia is not the answer. Anorexia is. Anorexia is regal, in control, all-powerful. Bulimia is out of control, chaotic, pathetic, poor man's anorexia. I have friends with anorexia and I can tell they pity me. I know they know because anyone with an eating disorder can tell when anyone else has an eating disorder. It's like a secret code you can't help but pick up on. Now that I've gotten my Whole Foods plan and my anorexia mission, I'm feeling motivation that I haven't felt since Mom died. Sure, most things are out of my control, losing people I love, being on a show I'm ashamed of, directing jobs being pulled from me, but this I can control. I push my cart a bit further down the aisle and pick up some black bean hamburger patties, 180 calories a patty, and 5 grams of fat. I place this delicate angel of food into my cart with great reverence since it's on my side, helping my mission. I push my cart forward, my phone starts ringing. Grandma. I've never much liked my grandma. As a toddler, I hated the way she stroked my back and ran her hands through my hair. It was like she didn't know how to touch me from a nurturing, comforting place. She only knew how to touch from a seductive place. It disgusted me. When I was growing up, Grandma's favorite hobbies were gossiping on the phone and getting perms and complaining. Her feet hurt, her shirt's too tight, her perm's not the right color. Louise never called back. Grandpa's not home from work early enough. Gas is too expensive. South Plantation took cornbread off the menu. It's not just she's a bitter old woman, dryly airing her grievances with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, which would be funny at least. She's always teary-eyed, always wailing, always making her problems everybody else's. For all the reasons I don't like or respect her. And I don't think she likes me very much either, but she would never admit that because she's too busy crying about me not liking her. Since Mom died, I've tried to work on our relationship a bit. I'll try to text her back when I can, I'll call her every few days, and I'll send her an email once a week. There is way more maintenance to this relationship than I would like, and even so, it's not nearly enough for her, which I'm told every time we do talk. I'm emotionally spent, but I keep giving to this relationship because I don't want to be a dick and cut off my daughterless grandmother. I tuck my phone back in my pocket. I head down the aisle to find some frozen vegetables, pull out a bag and set it in my cart. My phone starts ringing again. Grandma. I'll text her. I'll call you in a minute. I tuck my phone back in my pocket, this time with some more irritation, and head to the produce section. I grab a bag of pink lady apples, some carrot sticks, and a coconut that I'm sure I'm not sure what to do with, but it looks nice, so why not? She calls again. I want to throw my phone. Instead, I answer it, leaving a hint of irritation in my delivery so Grandma can tell I'm annoyed. Grandma, can I call you when I'm home? I'm getting groceries. She's wailing. She says something, but it's indiscernible through the wails. I'm concerned. I asked if she's all right. She keeps wailing. I ask again. You never called me, she finally gets out. Every time she's wailing, I assume it's because Grandpa died. His health is rapidly declining. I know she knows. I know. I jump to conclusions because I've told her before. I've asked her if she can try to taper her screaming and crying. Every time I tell her this, she assures me she'll never do it again, but she does it every time. I tell her sternly that I'll call her back when I get home, then hang up my phone. It starts ringing again. By now, it's only me that's stressed. But the makeupless yogi with the hemp tunic who's shopping in front of me. I envy her glass skin. She eyes me. I'm embarrassed. Grandma calls again. I give up. I leave the grocery cart where it is and head out of the store. Glass skin looks pleased. I wonder if I should try micro-needling. I cross the parking lot, and this time I've been in the store. A thunderstorm has started. One of the rare annual LA thunderstorms. Typically, I avoid driving in the rain because I don't like driving to begin with, let alone when there's rain involved. I get in my Mini Cooper, and just as I turn on the engine, my windshield wipers, she starts calling again. It's hooked up to the Bluetooth, so her voice blares through the speakers. She's wailing. Grandma, I say evenly, trying to calm her down. She's hysterical. She blubbers through some speech about me hanging up on her. I pull out of the parking lot and take a right, heading down Main Street that leads to my home. Grandma, I say again, as evenly as I can. Through my face is growing with hot anger. I was getting groceries. We're on the phone now. Why'd you call? Her tears turn to venom immediately. No teen to get nasty with me, bitch. My grandma frequently refers to me as a bitch. She always throws a little extra salt on the word, too, for effect. Grandma, like I've said before, if you keep calling me names and guilting me every time we get on the phone, I'm gonna block you. Don't threaten me, little girl. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you a fact. I'm telling you a fact, Grandma repeats, mocking my voice. All my other grandkids call me way more than you do, Grandma complains. How are you? How do you think I am, huh? Did you hear anything I just said? You don't treat me well. Your mother must be rolling in her grave. I wish I could just roll my eyes at the last thing she says, just write her off as an old batshit woman, but I can't. Mom's stuff is my soft spot, and the spot that can't be breached. I won't allow Mom to be used against me, and if she is, I take desperate measures. Okay, Grandma, I'm hanging up and I'm going to block you. Don't you dare. Your mother will weep tears up in heaven. She always fucking does that. If she knows something hits me in a deep way, she knows it hurts, she shoves the knife in deeper and twists it around. How can a grandmother want to cause her grandchild pain? I know she has a hard life. I know she's sad and desperate for attention, and I know she's hurt by my coldness toward her, but still, I do not think there are any excuses for her behavior. Bye. I hang up the phone. She calls repeatedly. I pull over, swipe my phone open, and push block. It feels good. It feels right. A surge of built-up stress leaves my body. I can breathe normally again. I get home and I walk up to my front steps slowly because of the rain. I get inside, my arms empty since I left Whole Foods in a huff. I was planning on starting my low-calorie anorexia meal plan tonight, but I'm too spent by now. The plan will have to wait. I order Postmates bacon, Brussels sprouts, and french fries, and beef skewers from a place up the street that I like. I pour myself a filled to the brim glass of tequila to go with. I chug down the tequila before the Postmates even arrives. By the time it does, I'm famished. I devour it as quickly as possible, and as soon as I'm done, I throw it all up. Fuck it. This works for me. Bulimia helps me. My grandma is blocked, and my body is empty of these things that I need. That is the end of chapter 62. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!